ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Bounce of PD Sports Podcast, which you got the host of the most man at the plant, Yawa, KECG, and Manila.
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci, star of the Eagle, feed the soul.
Yo, first off, shouts out to all the new subscribers. We appreciate y'all. We're going to be pushing a lot of shorts. Don't worry. We're going to start giving shorts to the shows, too. There's little bits and pieces. But anyways, we're on IG, Spotify, YouTube. Check us out. We there. But let's get into the fight that Da Vinci called. Not to a T, but he did call it. I was going with Kara. You know what I mean? Kara was doing work. It was a very even fight. Like, I don't think he was really beating Brandon, but Brandon wasn't really beating Kara. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think for the first two rounds, I would give it to Brandon. I think the third round, Kai Kara France had a huge third round. Right? Was that the third or second one? When did it go to?
I think it was the third.
Yeah,
It was the third.
yeah.
It was the third round.
Yeah, he was having a good third round, and
Yeah, I think he was having a great third round, but I still personally would say the fight was 50-50 until Brandon landed that vicious body kick that had my man go into fetal position and say, no mas. No mas. So after that now, Brandon gets a little conversation with the actual champ. And that fight's coming in December. But I think it was a great showing by Brandon. His toughness, his skill set, like you say, there's some guys that have a lot of tools sitting in that toolbox, and he used all of them. But he really focused on the body kicks. Like I feel like it doesn't matter what combat sport it's in. The body shots is always like a number one thing. Shouts out to Alex Torres. He's one guy that was saying that from jump when we did an interview with him on the Uppercuts podcast. In the amateurs, he didn't really use it, but once you turn pro, it was his bread and butter. You know what I mean? And Brandon definitely capitalized on that because his face was bloody. Like, he got opened up quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, back to the body shots. As a fighter, bro, has been doing it since like 6 years old. That's is one of my favorite. And even when I got older, the body part, like attacking the body part, is one of my favorite. You can hit a person in the head a lot of time, and they won't get knocked out. But if you hit the right spot in the body, the entire body shuts down. And most fighters will tell you this: rather get knocked out than get hit with a devastating body shot.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, for me, I just look at it this way. If you hit the mass of the body or the body part that can't get out the way, you're going to be more successful. Now, it doesn't mean that you're always going to be successful hitting the body, or getting that crisp liver shot. But when you do and you execute it the way Brandon did, I mean, it was magnifique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't argue about his strategy because Kara's face, like Kara, as much as like you want to see Brandon had the first two rounds, I really do feel like it was 50-50, and Brandon was showing more wear and tear on him because Kara was getting in and out and doing his thing, but Brandon was on it. You know what I mean? He stayed composed. He stayed within the game plan. He didn't let anything deter him from what his mission was.
Listen, and I agree with you on this. If somebody didn't watch the fight, but they watched the outcome at the end, they're obviously gonna think Kai won the fight, right? When the referee's about to raise their hand, if that's where they tune in, they'll be like, "Yo, whoa, Kai Kara France whooped Brandon, right?" Because Brandon's face was like caught up and everything.
Exactly.
Well, that was not the case. The reason why I give Brandon Moreno on the first two rounds is like what I said at the preview show we did, is toolbox. Toolbox is full, and you clearly saw his toolbox was on display for the first two rounds. Not because I'm saying it, not because, like you said, it was very close. You could even call it 50-50, but for me is like he was pressuring him. He was attacking the body. He was attacking the leg. Um, you know, Kai Kara France, he let loose in the third round a lot. But I
Yeah,
think the first two rounds, Brandon Moreno was just more active with the octagon control. So that's why I give him the first two rounds. But it's not bad to say, like you just said, dudes. If you look at it, it could be 50-50. Both
yeah.
guys was not really just separating each other in strikes, right?
No, no, like for me, you're right. Brandon definitely had way more octagon control. But when I say it's 50-50, it's not like he completely had Kara backed up. Kara was trying to attack at the same time. But like I said before, you were right. The toolbox made it hard for Kai to really do what he wanted. He had to kind of pick and choose his opportunities and, like, try to go hard on him. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, Brandon just for me showed resilience, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of
Yeah.
fighters, and we're gonna talk about one after this. Resilience, man. Like, he showed that I can't go back. He said to himself, "I want this championship, and I'm gonna get it by any means necessary. And I'm not gonna
No.
falter in the game plan, even if it seems like it's not working. I'm gonna stick to the game plan, and I'm gonna ride this out."
Hey, man, Mourinho, man, he has that true Mexican blood, brother. His warrior Mexican blood. You can see it. He
El
is fighting.
Diablo.
Yeah, he'll fight. He'll fight. He'll fight. And he's very. He just doesn't have your typical stance. He doesn't do your typical stuff, but he's a very good fighter. He's a very good
Oh yeah.
all-around fighter, and right now where he's at with Jim Croce and all these guys, I think his striking is only going to get better from them. So I mean, just look. And here's the thing: is he's gonna fight. This has never happened before in UFC history. Um, he is gonna fight Davis Figueiredo for the fourth time, King. This is the fourth time these guys are going.
Can I ask you, because I haven't watched all of their fights? I think I
Yeah.
watched the first one. What is the what's the fights total that, like, has Figurino won all of them, or is it 50-50?
No. I can't quite remember, but I think um so he beat I know he beat Figueroa for the belt, right?
Yes,
He
yes,
beat
and
Figueroa for the
became the
belt.
first Mexican champion.
Yeah, yeah, and I think Figueroa beat him the last time again, right?
Okay,
And I think the first time was a
even the
draw.
third the third time was a draw.
The first time I think it was a draw because
Okay,
the
so the
first
first time
fight
was
was
a
a
draw.
class.
The second one, Marino won.
Yeah,
Morano won, and then the third one, Figurino won.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask this question, because some of the viewers might know, and I definitely don't know. Why was there an intern belt if Figurino
Oh,
has the belt? Like, can you break that down a little bit before we get out of
I
here?
Yeah, I just think he Figurino had like surgery or something going on, or yeah, I think he had like surgery with something, or maybe he just he was active and he just wanted to take a time off. So for the time frame, they just created an interim title just so they can keep the division and the belt going a bit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So if they fight for the fourth time, or when they fight for, I should say it, when they
Mm.
fight for the fourth time, who do you have?
First of all, let me say, whenever these two guys are fighting, it's must watch. You have to watch it. If you're an MMA fan, you have to watch it. It's entertaining. They're on the floor scrambling all over the place. Focus. What's wrong with this camera? Yeah, there we go. Right? So they're all in the place and you're getting technique and technique. You're getting techniques all over the place. It's not a boring fight at all. Every one of their fight was exciting. Um, but for me, I always go with Figurino because he has a lot of tools. His jiu-jitsu is good, his wrestling is good, and he just has insane power for a flyweight. Like just massive, insane knockout power,
I feel you,
right?
but I'm rolling with Brandon on this one. Forget that. I went
And you
against him
can't.
once. The first time, because yet again, I remember when he won. That's how I knew he was the first Mexican champion. You know what I mean? I watched that fight. He does have all the toolbox, and I think this fight that he had with Kara made him stronger, made him realize like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Yeah,
I feel about Brandon. Like he said, he wants to take time off to go back and see his family, who he hasn't seen for a minute because of the whole Corona situation, and the traveling thing. So he stayed in the States, and it's gonna be fireworks, people. It's gonna be fireworks. Stay tuned for that.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Look out for us. We're gonna break that one down too. Catch our previews.
for
Catch our
sure.
previews. Cause
Yeah.
me and King, when we be
Oh.
talking, things will be coming true. They'll be
Ah.
coming, they come true.
Okay. But hey, yo, people, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's your boy, the host of the most about the planet, Yawa, King ECG, and Manila.
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci, starve the ego and feed the soul.
Oh, what?